Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Al-Shah, Bashem, Rakakodash, Shalom to the 144,000 who rest of the elect out there, Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, they're trying to kill off the useless eaters. You can look that term up if you like. I believe it was Henry Kissinger that used that term. He also spoke about soldiers being, how the exact words I don't know, but I'm paraphrasing. He said military men are stupid animals used for global policy change, or something to that effect. If somebody want to look it up, they can put it up in there. But anyway, I'm just gonna let this play. So listen up.
So does snow melt like this? Look at it. It's like rubbery. It's crazy. Look at the film on top of the ice. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me what kind of snow melts like that.
This is from that major snowstorm that hit pretty much 2/3 of the U.S. This is the after effects.
It's crazy. Look at this. It's on all of it. Y'all let me know what you think.
So people in Texas were just testing what was in the new snow that was on the ground. Aluminum, barium, strontium, lead, mercury, sulfur compounds, nitrogens, and P8. But guys, it gets so much worse, because what? Apparently this woman kept posting this on the Instagram and it kept getting taken down. These aren't trace elements. These are toxic chemical compounds known to harm the brain, nervous system, and environment. You're not crazy for asking questions. You're crazy if you stay silent. So people are basically questioning if this was in the snow on purpose. A lot of people are saying there's a lot of pollutants in snow, probably from factories and just cars and a bunch of things like that. Some people are saying like this is done on purpose, which that's a whole different story. People are simply just saying about that snow getting millions of views. But guys, what do y'all think about this? I just think it's crazy that it's literally an exact list of the most toxic things like mercury, lead.
That's in your chemtrails. You know, but the average so-called American has no idea as to what's going on. They're not up on conspiracy theories.
So don't eat snow anymore.
They keep doing it. They keep doing it. They keep doing it because they've been doing it for so long.
They keep doing it because they can get away with it.
It's become normal in your eyes. You don't question it. There's a lot of things that you should question these days about the world we live in. This is not normal, people.
All right, so I took the other sample in, and I've been collecting more of this particles in the fog or whatever the substance is, and I put it in here. And I got a shiny light, so now you're getting kind of a look straight at the stuff. It's definitely like an oily texture, and it is on top. And I do have like a magnifying glass, but I don't think that it's going to work. But see them bubbles on top of that moisture? The moisture collects in there, and so do the particles. And you see like this stuff, it's like, I don't know, it's like oil. People have been saying like glycerin or glycerine or something. I'm not sure, but I know that this might be why everybody's getting sick.
I've noticed with interest people reporting fog in parts of the South where they live that's rather unusual. Well, I'm at a location here in Mississippi, and guess what? Yeah, it's the third day in a row we've had fog here. And I too have had headaches every single day that I can't attribute to anything for about a month now. I've had feelings of nauseousness, just some odd feelings that I've reported on here before. Would love to hear from you about what your thoughts are that's behind this. I've been to the doctor, I've been to the eye doctor, and I just can't get behind it. And I have a headache right now as we speak. That's unusual for me.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube. And YouTube Music Premium, a whole app just for...
Post your thoughts.
I've been seeing those videos about the fog here in Georgia, and I have to say, I have been the sickest I've ever been, and I told my husband, I don't ever get sick. I don't ever get sick. Even with something, if I'm sick for maybe like a day and a half, and then I can usually kick it out with my oil of oregano and stuff. I have been sick with something since Christmas Eve, and it's just been lingering. My son too, he's still congested, but everything else is fine. Like no other symptoms, just this like congestion, but I don't even feel congested anymore. I'm just like, my head is full, if that makes any sense. Now I've got the ringing in my ears. My ears feel like I'm underwater. I'm dizzy. I'm nauseous for the last 2 days since this big heavy fog has been going on. And now I'm
They
starting
want to kill y'all off. They don't need you. They don't need Edomites either. They want to kill you off. That is just that simple, man. That's why Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, Yahweh's gonna have to send his son to come and get us and destroy this goddamn place. Because these Edomites don't know what's going on. And Jake damn sure don't know what's going on. Hurry up. Esau, stop dragging your feet, chip everybody so we can get the fuck out of here. Brothers talking about we might be here for another 1,000 years. Are you kidding me?
to be like, maybe there's some truth behind what y'all are saying on here about some in the fog, because I'm the worst I've ever felt in years. I don't remember the last time I felt this terrible. So yeah, there's maybe some truth to whatever's going on. But is anybody else experiencing this? Because my ears, I feel right now because of how bad my ears are clogged and just nauseous and all the things. So let me know if you're feeling the same way. Love you, bye.
I don't trust anybody at the top of government, and I know that they're either ignorant or evil. Well, I have more evidence of this from the other day. So Pastor Daniel is here. He's been an arborist for 33 years, and he's completely awake. And he was looking at this guava tree, and he said that, Jim, I've been traveling now. I've been to 40 states. He's actually been visiting Freedom Farm Academies, right? Permaculture demonstration sites. And he said, I see the same scale and the same types of things on trees all over the place that simply wasn't there before. So what's going on? He said, Jim, the only thing I can deduct, it's the chemtrails. It's the spraying of aluminum and barium and strontium and heavy metals. And by the way, thanks to Derek with Bactigrow, we studied our soil. Loaded with aluminum. Right? That is coming from up above. Now today, that looks like a pretty good day. My friends, we have an answer to all of the world's biggest problems. And until the government stops the spraying of chemtrails, we know that we are not winning yet. We know that the government is either ignorant or evil, because systemic ecosystem collapse is happening now. Right? And this is the reason that I'm standing firm. And this is the reason so many people say, Jim, what about your family? You've got to pay taxes. You've got to comply with the system. Well, over time, one thing I know for certain, compliance is the death of everybody. So yeah, might my family experience some hardships? Might they have to move back to Costa Rica and live in our little 900 square foot home back there? Yeah, they might. But I am hyper aware that unless we change things and start using our land wisely, we're all black-rocked. Right? BlackRock is not only the name, it's the intention. So for those of you who are trying to use fear to coerce me to pay my taxes and comply with this system, I invite you to see what this system is doing to you and your family and friends. Oh, am I a crazy conspiracy theorist? Well, let me ask you one thing. Do you know more people that are sick now than ever before? Why is that? I'm telling you.
People can't get it in their head that there's a conspiracy. They really believe these government officials are for them, and they're not. The scriptures even meant, if you look up the word, if you type in the word conspiracy, it comes up a handful of times. I believe it's 10 times.
Why? Because of the poisons. Because of our environment. Our environment is now toxic. All we have to do is take out the poisons and turn our environment into the Garden of Eden. Stewardship. Churches, by the way, I say that with a little bit of a energy. Churches, it's time for you to do better. Right? You failed at speaking about and demonstrating stewardship. I've been to several churches. I'm a speaker, and I walk around the yard and I pick up signs that say, "Don't step here. It's been sprayed with poisons, made in a lab," the opposite of God's creation, the death of God's creation. Churches, if you go to church, talk to your pastor and say, "Hey, we got to start demonstrating stewardship instead of the lawn. And you've definitely got to take out the poisons." If they're not practicing demonstrating the Garden of Eden, then you're going to the wrong church. All right? Same with government, same with police force, same with all of the entities. It's time to inspire from within.
Okay, this might be the conspiracy theorist in me, but we had this weird fog linger for like a day and a half, like a week and a half ago, and then I got super sick, and I've been sick ever since. And this doesn't feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like a normal sickness. And none of my holistic stuff is working, and I can usually knock stuff out in like 2-3 days, like with all my holistic stuff, and it's been like 8 days, and but everybody's been talking about having this fog and then getting sick. Are they like putting stuff in the fog and getting us sick? I feel delirious right now because I've been sick for a week and my ears are so plugged up.
The Georgia Stones, they said they wanted to cut the population of the world, of the planet, to no more than 500 million. There's supposedly anywhere from 8 to 9 billion. 8 to 9 billion people. So we're talking about what? We're talking over 8 billion people. That's a lot of people.
That, like, I can't think. Like, you know when your ears are plugged and you just feel like your equilibrium's off? That's how I feel right now. I feel like out of it.
I'm a grizzly bear, a walking mountain, and you have me stuffed into a screen so small I look like...
Alright, everybody's talking about it.
Southwest Arkansas, let's see if we got chemtrail ice. Oh no! Oh no! Everybody says we got chemtrail ice. They said it don't melt.
Hey, it's already turning black though. That's...
Well, that's from the cigarette lighter, I think. What do y'all think?
Ooh.
Now I did the same experiment with this is maybe fucking 10 years ago, and it was so that's snow, and then they have weather, the power of the weather modification, weather weapons, using weather as a weapon. Cloud seeding. If it doesn't rain, they go take a plane, do a thing called cloud seeding, and all of a sudden it rains. They can make it rain. The rainmaker.
This is not the result I was expecting.
It did just come from outside. Why is it not dripping down though? Am I doing something wrong?
It's ice.
Well, I understand that.
Hold on, get a piece of ice out of the refrigerator. This is ice out of the refrigerator.
As you can tell.
Freezer, whatever.
From the freezer, darling.
Whatever.
Let's see what this does. Oh no, I was like calling...
And it's not turning black either.
It's not. I was calling bullcorn on it, but it's not turning black, and it is dripping. Can you see the drip?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's wild.
Hold on. This is the first one I'm started with. And this is out of the yard, y'all. We do have snow in the yard or ice. It's not, let me show y'all. If you really want to,
yeah.
we'll show y'all.
We ain't conspiracy theorists.
That's why it says what it says in 2nd Ezra 15, around about the 15th verse, that they're going to go against the kings and their princes, and they shall have the upper hand. I'm merely paraphrasing. As a matter of fact, you know what I'll do? Let me go read that in the GNT. Let me go read that in the GNT. Bear me for a minute. Second Esdras 15 in the GNT. Give it a second, y'all. 2nd Ezra 15 in the GNT. And these are Christian websites. So they do follow the Apocrypha. Give me a second. Coming up. Okay, let me go down to the 15th verse. Okay, give me a second here. The word distress near, sword near. Okay, here, this is what I want. 16th verse. You read the 15 and the 16th verse. The sword and distress draw near, and nation will rise against nation to fight with spears in their hands. Human beings won't be able to trust each other. As they grow strong against each other, they will pay no respect to their king or to the powerful chief of their great nation. So now you have Edomites, even red hatters, that are going up against the king of terror. Or not the king of terror, but the cruel Lord. See, Jake been dealing with this experience and this stuff since they got over here, but now Edomites are being treated like us, like N-words. So I said, let me just read that in the GNT. That was the 16th verse. It said they're not going to regard their rulers, their chiefs. They're going to say the Congress, the presidential administration, the cabinet, the Supreme Court, the federal courts, the district courts, the circuit courts, the local courts, local law enforcement, the governors, the mayors of various cities, because you're finding out that these government leaders don't give a fuck about you, man. They got a thing called continuity of government, where they're going to let you die and they're going to make it. The whole government, meaning the federal government, which consists of 3 branches: the executive, which is the president, the legislative, which is Congress, and the judicial, which is the Supreme Court and the federal courts under them. So they're not going to give a fuck about you. They're going to save all those people because they have to. It's called continuity of government. But anyway, that's all I have for you. Shalom, on to the next.